Hello students, there are a lot we need to study in atomic theory. After you learned about atomic theory according to Dalton and Thomson, we'll continue the lesson with Rutherford Atomic theory. The theory of Rutherford is based on the experiment of alpha scattering on a gold foil that results in the fact that most of the alpha particle transmitted without deflection. You know that our alpha particle is the positively charged particles. And when we thought about the atom according to Dalton, that said that an atom is positively charged, then when we bombarded a gold metal, the positive thing with positively charged alpha, then what we might think that the positive and the positive will repel each other, so it must deflect. But the truth is that the alpha particles mostly transmitted without deflection. Only small part that deflected, and only a little part that is with large deflection. So Rutherford concluded that it's impossible the atom that proposed by Thomson could be right. Rutherford imagined that the atom comprised nearly all of the mass of the atom located in the nucleus. That's from the experiment result that a little part of the alpha particles deflected, and the electrons are distributed around the nucleus and occupy most of the volume of the atom. That's why the positive alpha particle mostly transmitted without deflection. But somehow there is weakness of Rutherford theory of atom. It's that the theory cannot explain how the electrons that negatively charged not fall into the positively charged nucleus, as the electrons move in circular paths. They should undergo acceleration and radiate energy. So after some time, then the electrons moving will be weaker and weaker because some energy is released in radiation. That the fact is that the electrons still moving without fall into the nucleus. And this fact Rutherford could not explain. That's all about the Rutherford atomic theory. You should do the exercise number 8 and number 9, page 49. For the Thomson atomic theory, you still remember? The experiment used cathode ray tubes. Thomson proposed that atoms contain tiny negative charged subatomic particles or electrons. Or this model we say as plum pudding model of the atom, with negatively charged electrons embedded within a positively charged soup. Almost similar to the watermelon, with the seed as electrons in here. Once again, Rutherford atomic theory, or called as Rutherford atomic model, nuclear atom, or planetary model of the atom, description of the structure of atom proposed 1911 by the New Zealand born physicist. Rutherford atomic theory, Rutherford model, also called Rutherford atomic model, nuclear atom, or planetary model of the atom, description of the structure of atoms proposed by the New Zealand physicist Ernest Rutherford. The model described the atom as tiny, dense, positively charged core called as nucleus, in which nearly all the mass is concentrated, around which the light negative constituents called electrons circulate at some distance, much like planets revolving around the sun. Next lesson is about Niels Bohr atomic theory. You can watch the video.